What's up? How you doing? See, we've got people here. No one's happened to said hey yet. But what's up? Let's see. Oh, gotta throw this up in Discord real quick. Oh, let's not be lurkers tonight, guys. Let's enjoy the chat. This is gonna be a somewhat story-based game, but it helps me if you guys are around. What's up, Indigo? See, yeah, for sure, man. I just saw that and realized, man, I was looking for some roommates for the trip, and I'm like, oh, that makes some sense. Copy that. Let's throw it up in Discord real fast. Disconnect from chat so no one pops in on me. Well, my space bar is now doing the double type thing. I hate to say it, but this keyboard's kind of trash. Oh, duh, Kyle, come on. Posted my channel link instead of the actual video link. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. Yeah, hold on, my mic's just kind of in the way right now. Okay. What's up, Tim? Everything else should be ready. Dashboard. Pause that so it's not eating up my connection. Oh, okay. Interesting. Here we go. Living life, living the dream. Yup. I feel you. Okay. I'm gonna go. Yes, Ricky. I'm just gonna go ahead and bank on the fact that things are gonna run smoothly tonight. Everyone cross your fingers. Here we go. Okay, well, so a little backstory. This is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I waited from the time they announced it about 5 years to the day of release, following every bit of news that I could. It changed a crap ton from the original showcase to what it is now. But I love this game. I'm a little tired. I'm a little bit tired. I could be more awake. I've been sleeping on a couch, and it sucks.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Yep, sure did, Tim. Sure did.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
Does it sound okay now, Tim?
David,
thanks for retweeting.
I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Okay.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
There's probably a little of both. Check. My audio could probably come down a little bit. Check. I wish there was a good way to, like, test this. But, like, it's like every game has a different volume. So there's not a real solid way to know if it's going to sound like crap or not. Something seems choppier than it should. Hold on. Options. Graphics. Advanced. Everything's how I set it. Honestly, VSync would probably help in this case. We'll also turn these on. Yep, that'll lock it. That's good. Okay.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Yep, this is definitely gonna have a very Twin Peaks vibe. Oh, I guess the thermos I picked up in test earlier.
Find another way to the lighthouse.
Okay.
You
Oh.
don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this. You missed your deadline. Damn. You can't stop me!
There we go.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Okay.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Nope. Let's just keep running. Oh, here we go.
This way! Hurry!
There we go. Later, Indigo.
It's Weak, it's me. Hey, Stewart, remember? Quickly, get inside. There's no time to lose. Oh, no. Stop.
Damn.
No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Huh.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
It's been a little bit. Oh, there we go.
Follow the light.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
There we go.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Tim, you probably shouldn't have the O's because then it's soft cuddly Shetland noose
Place on Earth.
that just wants smooches. Which is awful.
This way, and now I'm gonna
There you go.
This isn't one.
Okay, there we go. What do we have here? Flare gun. Nice. So there is like a... It's not like a sequel, it's like a half sequel to this game. Called American Nightmare. Where you play as like this character in this weird time loop situation. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain and a little weird how it ties in, but if you guys enjoy this, I'll probably play it too. Oh, forgot I had that out. Okay. That's one way to do it. There we go. Here we are.
I can keep this up forever.
Oh, good lord. Hello. Hello. Currently, yes. There we go. But you'll kind of see.
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
There's a part of me that wishes this game had come out with when the tech had pushed forward a little more.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
There's probably a reason this was removed. Seems like there's some technical issues.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town.
Just a
Deer
couple
Fest is
more.
just 2 weeks away.
Deer Fest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us.
It's a little,
I'm sure you
like,
understand.
Fair enough.
a little
You
forceful.
can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
I'm curious. Let's, I'm gonna do something. We're gonna preset it to high and see if that fixes some of the weird stuff. Maybe a little bit.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got it.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan,
Okay.
we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car. We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord. A Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you. Right. So much
Try
for
the coffee.
vacation.
Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Let's see.
Are you staying long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe
I
it.
love
Do
these
me
characters.
a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd
Hey,
do
Jojo.
it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
I love it. What's up, King Alfred? Look at him. Oh, I have to go around. Okay. You guys might recognize where this character comes from.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Michael. How you doing?
Thanks.
That wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Which is dumb. Like, this is a fantastic game.
You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
How cold.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
You know, she looks like her too, which is crazy.
As soon as Dr. Hartman gets here, Rose.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Alright, here we go.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Here we go.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had
I don't think
phobia.
it did, Michael.
fear
That's the
of
thing.
darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights.
Oh. Also, before you ask to cut things up, make sure that it's not low on your end. Just to be sure. Because right now, I mean, it's pretty high and it may get loud.
Are you sure you read the directions right? It's nothing like in the brochure.
But also, taking 5 years to launch your game is rarely a good thing. Well, from the point of announcement. People lose interest. People have notoriously short attention spans. I'm a streamer. I know these things. I'm gonna take a look around the cabin real quick. Good lord, why is the game so jittery? Or it's not jittery, it's like his character is let me see if I can. Let's see. Interesting. I don't think that's an option. Hold on. Hey Connor, what's up? There's not a field of view option. Unless let's I'm looking. Oh, it's under control option. That did not help. Set it higher. Nope. Shetland support ponies tipped. Oh, hashtag Shetland support ponies. I know who this is. Ow. I think. It's always one or two. One of two. Where's the... Oh. Oh. There we go. That's funny. Did the... Seems a lot more pulled in than it should. Oh well, this works. Oh.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's not showing up in the ticker because I don't have it pulled up. Good catch. There it is. So far, Tim, you're the... Oh, God. So far, Shetland support ponies are, I think, the only one this week. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot smoother.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
The thing, David. You work and lurk all you want.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before. Hello? Anyone here?
Labyrinth of Me. Huh.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
I don't know if I ever took the time to come up here the first time I played.
The oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Hermes. Okay.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can roll him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? My favorite writer. I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat May, KBFFM.
Okay.
The power
Pretty
cable
sure.
goes to that shed over there.
It's. I know.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Okay.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit. And
Ricky, you have a comment for that?
Okay. I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
The island had once been the site for a love story. It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Maybe it would be that again.
Let's try this again. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Never mind. We don't need to know about the love story. It's not like it's important.
Alice? Honey?
The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
Oh, that's right.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice! Everyone
Hey, just hear me out! There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No! It's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Alice? Alice!
I don't think it's that derpy.
It had gone dark. All the lights
I wonder
were
if
out.
there's an audio delay for you guys.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
What the hell?
Help me!
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Okay, maybe it's a little derpy.
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice?
keep in mind though, this came
Waking up in
out.
the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All
This
I
came
knew
out
was that
7
something
years ago.
terrible had happened to Alice.
What's up, Tom?
The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Whew.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartmann. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice.
What's up, Vault
I didn't
Boy?
like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Yep, came out in 2010.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
I could maybe see that. Let me check for a coffee thermos up here real quick. Okay. Doesn't look like it. We'll get moving.
Damn.
Well, that's just perfect. Okay. So they got in an argument because she gave him a typewriter and implied that she came here to help him write, even though he just wanted a vacation. He left angry, lights went out, she disappeared. Car crash.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh God.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Okay. No telling then.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
I remember this. Okay. Can't remember if there's anything hidden back here or not. Granted.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
The subtitles are below my overlay. I'm actually thinking about figuring out a more compact overlay, by the way. Hello. Oh.
Departure
So there are things.
by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake. The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Okay. Oh.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
To be fair, Alan Wake's not a great writer. I got some batteries.
During your trying, it's the latest thing in
yes.
Right, full shirt.
I wonder. Let's drop that back just a hair.
Hello? Hello?
Stone. You can see.
So apparently doesn't really help. Apparently it's the field of view. So oh boy. There we go.
Concussion. I'd never fired a gun
No,
outside
he's
a
not
shooting
dreaming
range,
at this point.
And now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Nice. Exactly. I'm glad more people than I would expect kind of pick up on that.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
Okay. Let's see. Hello.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Oh, supply box.
What the hell was that?
Okay.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
By the way, there's a chance we might do this episode by episode. Because that's kind of how the game is laid out in a series of 5 episodes. Oh. That's funny. Hashtag the log lady. That's good. That's good. I'm actually watching through Twin Peaks for the first time with a friend right now. There we go. That's so good. That makes me happy.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
We're gonna kill Stucky. Okay. That's a manuscript page that I missed. Let's go grab that real quick. Those we do want. As many of them as we can find at least. Here we go. Right?
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
exactly. It becomes a little more apparent later in the game. I also kind of saw something glinting over here, I think. Yeah, there it is. Let him catch his breath for a second. Oh yeah, for sure, Tom. For sure. There's a lot. Honestly, it kind of rings throughout more than you would ever expect. The Xbox Live Arcade game, American Nightmare, has a pretty fun, like, horde type mode. Oh yeah, ton. That Twin Peaks is a very, very big cult classic, especially within, like, specifically within, like, nerd culture. Hey Andy, what's up? There's the paint. Okay.
Taken. They're taken.
The Taken are filled with darkness. Well, we've got tons of batteries. Thanks, Andy. That was dumb. Okay. Let's find a way out of here. That was dumb. That was not going to be a thing.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Okay. More boxes. Apparently it's pretty bad. Apparently it's not a good movie. But we'll definitely end up watching it, I believe. I've been wanting to, Tim. That's kind of on my list. So admittedly, this game does kind of fall into the pit of making it more difficult by just adding more enemies. There we go.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
There we go. Okay, cool. What do you say?
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Okay. Also, so these, I believe, are... Yeah, you have to find those in the Nightmare difficulty, which I have actually beaten on the Xbox 360. Hello! Thank you very much. We're getting some Battlegrounds vibes now. Oh, there we are. Andy, thanks for retweeting, buddy. Okay. Interesting. Oh, can't miss that. Doing something important and he's like, ooh, coffee. So, in the strategy guide, the locations for the coffee thermoses are written in as little notes by an unnamed FBI officer or agent. Dadgummit. And at one point he mentions that his partner's name is Cooper. Those of you who already get the reference. The most obvious, but... Okay, let's see.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like...
I bought a big special edition package. It came with it. And it reads like a novel, kind of. It's interesting.
Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but...
Yeah, it came with an art book, like the strategy guide, a bunch of other stuff.
It's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Oh, Bob. Can I get some coffee with that pie? It sets me on FIRE. That's messed up. Oh my gosh. You would. Hashtag Bob, everyone. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Bob is Bay. Ooh.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Let me see. We're only a couple of episodes into season 2.
Belly Burster is the best with no cut. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Oh crap. Ow! Here we go. Yeah, you gotta watch a little bit of the spoiler. Anything season 1's fair game though. At least as far as I'm concerned. Ow! Crap! Flare shots are bae. Let's go grab this. Aiden, what's up? Oh, crap.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Let's backtrack a little. I'm fairly certain that there's a page somewhere Heading up here. Oh, maybe I can actually get back. Good to know. It's also just possible that it skipped ahead a little. Okay. Keeping the batteries. Okay. By the way, all of the markings get explained later too. It's in one of the last episodes though, I believe. Stupid bird. Okay. Here's another page. Heck yes. Sometimes it's nice just for the sake of convenience. Grab that page.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
You gotta find all the hidden stuff. Let's see. And to be fair, if I were finding paper that would tell me exactly what was coming up, at least in terms that might prepare me a little bit, I'd probably stop and read a little too. Okay, I kind of forgot that I had the
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
Right?
If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol.
Nope, we're gonna watch these.
Part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one
Why would you plug it in there?
Happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
There's a few of those in here. Okay. Anything? Anything hiding from me? This really is one of those check everywheres. Okay. No, I don't know. I feel like as fun as Birth by Sleep is to me, there's a lot of stuff about it that I'm just not sure is gonna stream on. I'll have to see. I totally dodged that. Oh, is that Carl? As I blow him away.
His body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, but with Birth by Sleep, like the like the board game stuff and all that, I don't know. I'm just not sure. 'Cause I feel like I'm missing out a lot on that stuff, but I also feel like we lose a lot of viewers when that stuff comes up. So there's a balance that has to be struck. Now, if I can figure out a way where I can do that stuff off stream, then yeah, I'm down. But I feel like I'm missing a manuscript page. Honestly, Tim, I'm not sure. Maybe. That's completely possible. Did I see no, I thought I saw paint.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with
There
Alice.
it is. Thing's horrifying looking.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Okay.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Oh.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Okay. Oh.
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Okay.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room.
Hey, Pinata.
I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Everybody catch that? 68th Annual Dare Fest, September 15th to 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, surprise competitions, live music. For the children, Bucktooth Charlie Afternoons, Montgomery the Mystic's Amazing Phantasmagoria Evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deer Fest Parade. So, basically what it implied there was something has taken his wife, and that whatever he's writing is the means to get her back. Now, those episodes like that, those little like clips, are implied to take place during the week that his memory is blank. Do I need some twine? I feel like I probably need some twine. What am I looking? Oh, phone.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
It's supposed to, Michael. That's the appeal.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Pinata, way too much to recount. She did.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night. And just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper, go to sleep.
Okay, we'll definitely go further than episode 1. That was shorter than I thought.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
okay, I'm gonna check something.
Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week.
Remember guys, 7 years ago, facial animations weren't the same as they are today.
Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
But the way you guys are complaining about it, I have a sneaking suspicion that some audio's off.
Honey.
Let me pull the stream up. Well, that's unsurprising. Nope, a little less than that. Nope, it's good. You guys are just complaining because it's old animation techniques.
Mom.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, like, so a lot of the techniques that they've developed for functionality and accessibility for game developers
Coffee's
when it
on.
comes to facial animations are fairly
I'll see it if
recent.
I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Curious what part of New York this is. Let's see.
true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end.
I love this.
I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss.
Let me see. What's the old-time detective game that was groundbreaking in this? Are you talking about, you're talking about LA Noire. And by the way, if anyone's not aware, this is the same developer that did the first two Max Payne games. And the light implication is that Alan Wake is the writer of that story. Or similar story.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after.
In fact, I'm pretty sure that's Alan Wake's, or sorry,
finally caught up.
Max Payne's voice.
It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
I love that series. Return to Cinder. Except that character's name is Alex Casey. That's probably a functional QR code. Painkillers.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected
I wonder.
anytime soon.
Do I have a built-in? I think I actually do. Hold on. Let's see if we can get this to work. Camera. I heavily doubt this works. We'll try. I picked it up. Huh, turns out this isn't too bad, even if you're not sitting on a couch when you play it. Who knew? What? Sorry, was there more to that? That's all it said. Interesting. It definitely worked, though. Yeah, I just opened an image file that said that. Weird, huh? Where did she go?
Oh, hey.
Oh,
I
she's
just
still in
finished
here.
those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, wow. I'd love to examine them. but... Oh wait, on the other desk, okay.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Oh, duh.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how you feeling?
Do it.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Gotta love the crazy. There is a... I feel like there's... Yeah, okay. And a manuscript page.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton.
There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Okay.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Oh, what are we reading? Have you seen this man? Identify feature, knack for winning contests. On camping trip overdue, haven't been in contact. If you've seen or know their whereabouts, please call. So, yeah, fairly certain that's a contest winner for something they ran during development.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Well,
have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the caller. Alice's life was at stake.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't... Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure,
Right,
I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something that a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I told him, I don't hear who he is. We're on your feet.
Wait, but have I missed a page in here already? Yeah, there's something. I feel like there wouldn't be.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
I'm just gonna look around. You know, for safety. Huh. Maybe not. Who knows?
How many people do you think
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my views. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Okay. See if there's any pages hiding back here. Whoop.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned
No,
car.
doesn't look like it. That's a little much. Oh,
The
there we
kidnapper
go.
fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh my!
Take it easy.
Hello, Barry.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
Let's see.
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Everyone knows when Alan shoots people, their bodies stay where they are.
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, would be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy
Here
there,
we
boy.
go.
I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a
Yup.
kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You
Oh,
gotta
here we
talk
go.
to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Sure, Barry. Sure.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Sorry guys, I am a little tired.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Okay. Oh, get to the car. Okay. Duh.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. We should go to the sheriff or call the
Yep,
FBI?
Tim.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
Get a like spike going.
This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
Oops.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo!
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Story of my life. Just kidding. Kind of. Let's take a look up here real
This
quick.
place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy.
You know,
God knows what.
I've actually stayed in a cabin
15% commission.
that pretty much had this exact layout. The upstairs and everything. Nope. Barry can sit in the dark. Just kidding. Okay. Yep, that's me. It's your boy, Alan Wake. Sorry.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
I was kind of hoping he'd freak out at the gunshot. There we go. I have to put this phone on vibrate. That stupid Facebook video that I'm tagged in is still going nuts. It was not stupid, it was a cute little thing that a friend of mine and I did. But still. Like, that was months ago and just all of a sudden it's like comment activity is going insane. Guess there's nothing else back here. Okay.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Okay. Let's keep it going.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Is that true, Tim? What? Did you see that?
No plan, really. Just
I never noticed that before.
I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Bat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year.
Let's see. What the heck? There was like a, like some dude walked by the window outside. Is this a thing? Well, it is a thing, but it's not the thing we're looking for. Okay. Oh. That seems pointless. Honestly, there's probably a nightmare page or something out there. One that I can't get. Honestly, though, I probably could have played this on Nightmare. It's not the hardest game in the world. Night Springs? Yes.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow.
It's a weird way to put that.
Really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Okay. Heck yeah. 25. Let's push it forward.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But
It
Rusty
parallels
wasn't the
some
prince of
stuff that
dreams,
happens in the
and
game.
that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Plus, they're neat little Easter eggs. Okay. Oh, hey, Angela.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page. The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Hold on, Rusty. I'm looking around. Jeez. It's not like you're dying or anything. What's up, Dennis? Oh. Almost missed that.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Oh, there we go.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey,
You can wait. Gotta check everything, buddy.
I'm here.
You're not doing so well.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Oh. Good thing I overshot. Get away from me! Ah. I swear, sorry. Oh, what's up, crowing?
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head.
Yeah, I think you're right,
Nothing
Tim.
in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
There's also an ad for Verizon Wireless in here somewhere. I'll take a closer look the next time,
It
though.
was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with burning patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Just need to untick my senses.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
But not the mammoth, right?
Please don't feed the animals. Fishing.
Oh, crap.
License, obey.
I was thinking maybe do something else with Quantum Break. Maybe. So, admittedly, Quantum Break was good, but I was a little less than impressed.
Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts.
I'd love a sequel to it, like a proper sequel to this.
This includes even you obey.
Under a thin layer of skin. There we go. I love this game. But yeah, Remedy needs to keep working on things. I think like they have some sort of new project in the works that may or may not be a new IP. I'm not sure. Okay. Can't get over there. Good to know.
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Okay. Fair. Quantum Break was a cool idea. I don't know. It didn't resonate with me like this or Max Payne did. Those did kind of look like Energizer.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out
Oh, sorry.
of her teens. But she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Yup. And I didn't hate 3 either. I just... It was different. 2's my favorite by far, but... It had like just the right level of odd to it. Is there a correct way to go here? That says Lover's Peak, but looks like there's maybe 2 directions, and I don't remember that being the case. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just an offshoot. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I'd agree with that statement. We're just leading back to the visitor center. I see. Alright. Three's mechanics were super fun, but yeah, I could definitely... Well, it wasn't Remedy, too. That's the thing. It was Rockstar, and they did what Rockstar's best at.
Was at the far end of the nature trail.
See, Rockstar only I think it was just... I don't remember who published the first the first Max Payne, but 2 was published by Rockstar, developed by Remedy, like the first game. And then 3 was handled solely by Rockstar. No, I'm pretty sure they still say Energizer. Oh, I agree. I mean, like, the cool, like, camera panel things that they did in 3 weren't bad, just... It was different. The multiplayer in 3 was awesome. Oh yeah, they're totally Energizer. Sure thing, Elijah. Oh shoot. Okay. Let's see. Wait, is there a reason to... Can I pick this up at all? No. So there was a page, I think, coming up that kind of gave me chills back in the day when this little irrational fear of mine was still in existence. I'll point it out when we actually see it. I'm trying so hard not to miss anything. Alright, let's see what's, now that we know that this is the right way. Yeah, me too, Crowing. Oh!
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner.
Sure thing,
Rose
Michael.
was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Okay, I think we can just go on straight to the path now. Like I said, like the pages are really all I want. The coffee thermoses are more of a, if we see them, I'll grab them. Oh! Yep, it's bound to happen eventually. What's up, Scoots? Okay. Oh, that dodge though. There it is. Okay. Well. Oh, son of a gun. What the heck? There we go. Was there... No, okay. Okay. Heal up.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Meaning I'm fairly certain that there is another cache of materials here. It says the taken are filled with darkness. Maybe not? Or maybe it's further in. Oh boy. Oh, son of a... There's so much there. Okay. I wish I had the big bug. Alright, we'll take care of the smaller guys first. Ow. Oh boy. There isn't really any crafting in this game. It's not quite the style of it. Oh. That's good to know. I'm gonna get, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think I can do that. Oh boy. Well. I don't really have enough ammo to deal with this. Oh. Oh. Run. Oh. Okay. Take it easy, Michael.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
So good. So stinking good. Okay, come the birds.
We gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
Okay.
Hear that? It's them. For ya.
Ah, shoot. I didn't realize I'd backed myself into a corner.
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. Hear that? Oh, that's what I got.
Lame. Dude, you're a terrible shot. There we go.
Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. It's open. Move it or lose it.
Okay. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Entering Lover's
They'll be
Peak.
on us soon.
Yes, sir. Coffee thermos.
This is it, Wake.
Okay.
Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Like that, boy? Huh? Just keep coming. Die already, die!
I dodged into it. Here we go.
I bet it hurts. This is a piece of cake, Wake.
There he goes. Okay.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up.
Brilliant. Finally.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
I'm Alec. Come on. Okay.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Okay. That sounds really good, growing. Okay, I can't pick it up. Oh, or is that another bear trap? Yep. Okay, nothing this way. Let's see what we got. Last thing I want to do is step in one of those suckers. There we go. Those are things that I want. There we go. Oh, God. Okay. What's up, Dennis? How you doing? That was dumb. Here it is. That is. Yeah, I need to, I don't know. I'm working out. I've got to figure out a way to play PUBG that doesn't make me, like, super angry all the time. But I'm excited to see how Julie and Stat do.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Yep. That gave me the creeps the first time I played this. Chainsaws and me back in the day didn't get along so well when it came to, like, haunted attractions and stuff like that. Couldn't do them for that sole purpose.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Leave me alone. Where is... Did I miss it? Honestly, not sure where it's pointing. It implied something's over here. What the heck did I just catch? Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, is it actually up here? Here we go. Yep, have a good night, Angela. I have no idea if there was any reason at all for what I just did. Okay. Son of a gun. There it is. Go grab hold of the thermos of Pride Rock here. Okay. So there is actually a point in this game where it somewhat opens up into a more open experience, which is pretty neat. There's some driving involved and stuff like that. If I remember, the driving could be better, but it also wasn't the worst in the world. Okay. Oh, was there a... Yes.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Yep, they're my favorite. Let's see. Okay, oh God. I missed one, and I have a feeling it's probably fairly close. Oh, I also have a feeling that I've missed my opportunity. Oh well. That happens. What's up, Ren? How you doing, buddy? What is up? Oh, there it is. Should be able to get to it on the next floor. If I can figure out how the hell to get there. Oh, maybe... Oh. Yep.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot,
oh, that's cool, bud.
They hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed. Like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Those will come in handy. There's another thermos. There we go. There we go. Yeah, sure thing, bud. Thanks for dropping in on us. Oh, shoot. I completely forgot. We got our new sponsor. Lucky Ducky actually sponsored. I think I saw it this morning in my email. So I've got to remember to add her name to the list as soon as I get the opportunity. Yep, sure thing, bud. The darkness. Da-da-da. Absolutely. Later. Take it easy, bud. Have a good night. Oh, let's check in here. That's the one I just burned. That's the thing that I want. We'll actually keep that out for now. Oh, there's a page.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, now how the hell do I get back out? Gotta love jumping puzzles where the jumping doesn't feel like it's intended to be a part of it. Be different if he could, like, mantle everything. Awesome. Oh, son of a... Okay. That stuff gets pretty intense. We should be almost there. Right? Gotta love invisible walls. Oh boy. I hate it, guys. I'm still not a huge fan. There he is. Let's have the revolver out and ready. That's funny. I have since dealt with that fear, but I mean, I'd lie if I'd say it doesn't still put me on edge.
Barry? Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Okay.
I still had to reach Barry at the cap, but at least I was out of the woods.
Batteries. Are we out of the woods yet? Sorry.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Oh, I didn't even realize we ended up driving this early.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped over the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
No what?
story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole
we need to
thing.
talk.
The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Oh! Good lord, that actually scared me. Okay. Let's double check around back here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Oh, that's right. There's like multiple vehicles in case I screw up. Yeah, honestly, the driving's not that bad. That was a sick jump. Eunice, thanks for retweeting, bud. I don't honestly. Oh, he's not okay. We've got to go further. Let's change. What's up, Paul? How you doing, buddy? How you having a good night? Well, that one's destroyed. fair. I'm actually a fairly decent driver in real life. Well. Good to hear, Paul. Good to hear. I'm doing pretty well. Still trying to get things to pick up, but I'm sure it'll happen. The hell was that? Yeah, give me all the stuff.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Oh, crap. Hold up, buddy. The mod, specifically.
It was the kidnapper.
Heck,
Son of a bitch!
yes.
Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there
Good to hear, buddy.
You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, yes, I get you.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Oh boy. I've probably checked in there, yeah.
Ow! Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked it. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
How did I miss this? Oh! Oh. Did I lose you guys? Weird. Cool. Okay. There it is.
are now. They're gone.
Okay.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
There's a reason.
Come here. Pretty please. Can you tell me where I am?
Okay, we're like half an episode from the midway point, so because there's 5 episodes. So before, and it'll give us like a recap when we start it next. So yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be a little PUBG, and we'll probably continue this the next day. So we'll probably switch it up back and forth, but thanks guys for hanging out. Still got Paul, Crowing, Dennis, Ricky. What am I doing? JoJo's there. Sure, Tim's still kind of creeping around. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
They dug my bed next to where you sleep, but the dead never rest. I swore I'd never fall this way again. Yeah, I swore I'd change the start to change the end.